Hello, I'm Stephanie Phillips.
And I'm Kevin May, and this is Sports Beat. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to this month's program.
We kick things off this month with soccer. The girls' soccer team at Lovejoy High School is currently first place in Region 4 Quad A. They are defending region champs. The goal this season is to advance past the first round of the state tournament, as they have been eliminated from the playoffs in the first round for the previous 4 seasons. The team has 3 seniors that have signed full athletic scholarships for soccer. China Williams with Vanderbilt University, Abria Allen at Georgia Southern University, and Darianne Buckley at the University of West Georgia. Senior Alexis Atkins and freshman Taylor Broughton are major contributors. Broughton is the lone freshman to start in all the games this season.
The Lovejoy boys soccer team has come a long way over the last 3 years. They've gone from a team not making the playoffs for 10 years to a team that has made the playoffs in 2010 and became region champs in 2011. They've had players go on and play at the collegiate level, and Brandon Beresford became an international soccer player with the Guyana national team last year. Along with junior captains Carl Addy and Francisco Vasquez, the returning players and new members of the team are ready to challenge for the region championship once again.
The soccer program at Mundy's Mill High School has shown steady growth over the past 4 years. The girls' team finished last season with a 5-5 record, which is 5th in the region. Coach Oyamato and Coach Canty believe this year the team may make their first trip to the state playoffs. Senior forward, defender, and co-captain Corey Hunter is having another impressive year, averaging 1 goal per game. Sophomore midfielder, forward, and team co-captain Jasmine Goodridge also contributes her leadership skills to the team. The Tigers are still a young program, but are expecting great things for the remainder of the season and are looking forward to continued growth. With more than half the teams being freshmen and sophomores, the future looks bright for this program.
The boys soccer program at Mundy's Mill High has been moving in the right direction the last 2 seasons. The team finished in the bottom half of the region last year and lost their top 2 scorers in the process due to graduation. The 2012 Tigers are returning 6 starters from last year, led by captains Ben Caroma and Hugo Alvarez. Mundy's Mill is still a young team with only 2 seniors mixed in with a lot of young and talented players that are ready to take the next step and make a run to be amongst the top 4 teams at the end of the season. With the youth and experience that is now in the program, the Tigers are built to stay competitive in the region for not only this year but for years to come.
The girls' soccer program at Mount Zion High School has undergone a facelift this season. The team finished second to last in the 2010-11 season with a 1-8 record. This year, the team is on its way to the playoffs, currently 2nd place in the region. Freshman midfielder and team captain Lauren Smith is having an immediate impact, averaging 3 goals per game. Smith's leadership and maturity has pushed her other teammates to work hard on the field, which has contributed to the team's success. The Lady Bulldogs are still a young program with 5 freshman starters and 3 seniors.
The boys soccer team at Mount Zion is in its rebuilding year for 2011-2012. They have won the same amount of games as the team did last season. They say they are looking forward to having more wins than last season. The majority of the soccer team consists of freshmen, sophomores, and juniors who did not get playing time on last year's soccer team.
The girls' soccer team at Drew continues to work and improve every day. Under the leadership of their coach, Matthias Nzanwaka, the girls have doubled their win total from the last season. Although only achieving 2 wins so far this season, the girls, led by Gabriela Reyes, Jana Brees, Carmen Dixon, Lizabel Garcia, and Rudy Castaneda have worked very hard at each practice and have continued to develop an excellent foundation for the future of Drew Lady Titan soccer.
The Drew Titan boys soccer team has been competing admirably in Region 4 Class AAA. Under the direction of Coach Danielle Cogbill, the boys have been picking up where they left off as the 2011 region champions. Led by seniors Ubaldo Gutierrez, Shim Ogumbumi, Antonio Bautista, and underclassmen Kendall Humphrey, Marco Salas, and Fernando Martinez, the Titans are currently ranked 10th in the state in Class 3A. Their record is indicative of a competitive spirit and a desire to contribute to the quickly growing athletics reputation of Drew High School.
The North Platte Lady Eagles have a lot of heart. This year, the team is comprised of mostly new players. They are learning ball handling skills as well as how to play as a team. The coaches have observed steady growth of the players. Senior left back and team captain Nigel Coleman and junior sweeper Alejandra Alexander are helping to teach and direct their fellow players while on the field. Both of these young ladies are veteran players and have had success in the past season. The Lady Eagles are anticipating a good season and are looking forward to continued growth of the players and the program.
This is a transition year for North Clayton High School boys soccer team. There are 18 members strong, consisting of seasoned veterans and many neophytes. This team loves soccer and plays the sport with controlled passion. They may be described as a mini United Nation since most members are first-generation Americans with parents from many nations of South America, Central America, Africa, and Asia. The Eagles are united and determined to consistently improve both on and off the field.
This year at Jonesboro High School, the girls varsity soccer team is excited to begin a tradition of excellence on and off the field. Although they have a young team this year, they are striving for success and building a program that will make Jonesboro proud. With a combination of the returning veterans and their experience, as well as the new recruits that are eager to learn and win, the team plans to have a successful season and reach the state level for competition this year.
The boys Cardinal student-athlete soccer players exist in order to provide a way for students interested in playing soccer to play and practice with a team. They have about 20 players. Some are at a basic skill level while others are at a more advanced skill level. Nevertheless, the coaching staff is making sure that every player is coachable and is ready to grow under the guidance of caring adults. The coaching team is dedicated to train the student athletes so that they may reach their full potential academically as well as athletically. They believe their program should use a holistic approach that includes character development and good sportsmanship. Since a high school education involves the academic preparation of a student for higher learning, they are committed to produce college players that will develop into national and international players.
The girls' soccer program at Morrow High School has shown steady growth over the past 3 years also, growing from a 0-10 season in 2010 to a 7-5 season in 2011. The team finished last season 5th in the region, 1 point away from making it to the playoffs, and it was the best season in Morrow girls' soccer history. This year, the team is working harder, looking forward to a trip to the playoffs. Returning players are sophomore captains Angelica Riviera and Dayanara Bentecourt, as well as junior Kiambra Lane and senior Markeisha Campbell. They are having another impressive year. The Mustangs are still a young program, but are expecting great things for the remainder of the season and are looking forward to more continued growth. With more than half of the team being sophomores and only 3 seniors, the future looks very bright for the program.
The boys soccer program at Morrow High School has been a growing program over the last 4 years. In general, soccer is a growing sport in Clayton County. Overall, the program has doubled their wins from last year and is still poised for a few more wins in 2012. In addition, more than half of the team is either freshmen or sophomores. The future looks bright for the Morrow High School soccer program.
The girls' soccer program at Forest Park High School has progressed tremendously over the past couple of years. The team finished 3rd last year in the region and is planning on a higher berth spot in the state playoffs this year. Sophomore Alondra Magana is having another impressive year, scoring more than half the team's goals each game. Freshman Jasmine Alvarado has most of the assists on her goals. The duo play well together and can make things happen on offense. The Lady Panthers are still a young team, but are expecting many learning opportunities the remainder of the season as they move toward working together as a cohesive team. With more than half the teams being freshmen, the team is poised to progress each year.
The boys soccer program at Forest Park High School is in the process of putting together another successful season. The varsity team has made the playoffs as either the 1st or 2nd seed team the last 5 years in a row. Last year they finished 2nd in the region, and this year they returned most of the starters from that team. In fact, Forest Park's program is simply bursting with talent at the JV and varsity levels. The varsity squad started 2012 with a number of dominant performances and a few tough non-region matches. All of this in preparation for what they hope to be the best season ever for boys soccer at Forest Park as they set their eyes on the region championship and a run at the state playoffs. With a long way to go and some tough region competition ahead of them, the Forest Park boys soccer program has much to look forward to in 2012.
The girls soccer program at Riverdale High School has also shown steady growth over the past 3 years. The team finished last season 2nd in the region and competed in the first round of the state playoffs behind senior leadership from Magali Flores. This year's team is very young and depends heavily on the leadership from Genesis Mitchell, Brianna and Jasmine Gaunt, and sophomore goalie Grace Ramsey. The Raiders are working very hard to get better and improve with each match. With more than half of the team being freshmen, we have another bright future for this program.
The boys soccer program at Riverdale High has shown tremendous growth over the past 6 years. In 2006, the varsity team consisted of 11 players, and often due to injuries, they played with 9 players on the field. Currently, the squad consists of over 25 members. With a record of 3-2, they are posed for a playoff position. The team has grown in talent and size and is developing a character and personality that's all their own.
Although soccer has a big appeal around the world, we can't forget the American sport. It's baseball season. The Mount Zion Bulldog baseball team is off to a good start. Pitching and defense have led the way to a solid first few weeks of play. There are several games that will play an important role in this baseball team making its first trip to the state playoffs in school history. Pitcher and outfielder Jawani Austin, catcher Jordan Wortham, and pitcher and infielder Kenneth Wiggins and fielder Emmanuel Parks lead a young and deep team. Head coach Kelsey White Sr. feels the keys to success for this program will be faith, family, and foundation.
The Forest Park baseball program enters this season with high hopes of improving upon last year's record and making a playoff push. The Panthers are led by a strong core of seniors who hope to use their experience to their advantage and share their knowledge with the younger players. The team has also seen great contributions from a talented group of sophomores, some of whom saw extended work with the varsity team last year as freshmen. The JV team is focused on gaining valuable game experience that they hope to use in the seasons to come to continue establishing a legacy of winning at Forest Park High School.
After returning to the state playoffs and finishing as Clayton County's JV runner-up last year, the future looks bright for the Lovejoy Wildcats baseball program. This rebirth began after spring break in the 2010 season, with the Wildcats winning 8 of 11 games to finish the season last year with a record of 17-11 for the varsity program and 14-4 for JV. This marks the first opportunity for the Wildcats to have back-to-back winning seasons since 2000 and 2001. This group of Wildcats looks to return to the state playoffs for a second consecutive season and are looking forward to the outstanding challenges and competition presented to them by teams in Region 4 Quad A.
The mighty Mara Mustang baseball program is under the leadership of third-year coach Tarquan Bates. The Mustangs won 12 baseball games during the 2011 season, which is much more than the victories won over the past 15 years for Morrow. The 2012 season is anticipated to be even better for the Mustangs. The team is leading on pitching from seniors Nicholas McKnight, Brandon Gaither, and David Saucedo. The Mustangs are in a building phase, but things definitely look to be on the rise. Mastering fundamental baseball skills, demonstrating a winning attitude, and displaying discipline are the key areas of focus for the Mustangs.
The Jonesboro Cardinals came off a great season in 2011, posting a 22-6 record, region runner-ups, and advanced to the state playoffs where they were defeated. The Cardinals are returning 11 players from last year's team, so the expectations are very high. The Cards are currently in first place for the region.
The Mundy's Mill baseball team is the defending Region 4 Quad A champions, and they are flying below the radar early in the season. The Tigers are playing a tough non-region schedule, and they feel this will prepare them for the state playoffs. The team is led by Savannah State signee Rashad Crawford and Payne College signee Jarek Wright, with several seniors that are undecided and will sign on the late college signing day. Mundy's Mill's goals are to reach their peak by midseason and prepare for a deep state playoff run. So look for the Tigers to get stronger as the season progresses.
This year, the North Clayton Eagles baseball team is entering a rebuilding season. This year, they are coached by a new head coach, Keith LaHare. Coach Hare has high expectations for his players this season and is instilling in his guys that baseball is a game, but life is for real. Each member of the team has shown tremendous growth since the very first day of practice. With only 15 players, 7 of them being seniors, the Eagles are receiving strong senior leadership by Darian Taylor and Rashad Jackson.
The baseball program at Riverdale High School has shown steady growth over the past 3 years. The team has improved its record each of the last 2 years and looks to keep moving forward in its upward trend. Senior catcher and team captain DeQuavius Martin is having another impressive year, leading the team with a .400 batting average and 15 RBIs. Fellow senior Brandon Houston is also showing his experience both on the mound and at the plate by providing much-needed senior leadership.
Drew baseball team is entering its 3rd year. In only its second year of varsity competition, the baseball team has not experienced early successes like other programs within the school. With only 2 seniors as starters and a total of 4 in the program, the young Titans don't have the upper-class experience or leadership within the program. Although the Titans are struggling, it is no indication of the talent that they have, but an indication of the lack of experience as well as maturity to finish games. Better days are surely ahead for the fledgling program.
Our 4th annual Scholar Athlete Banquet was held last month at Drew High School. This special evening has become a time when we pause to honor those students who have excelled both on the playing field and in the classroom. These students managed to find the time to practice their chosen sport for several months each year and still find the time to study and keep those grades in the A and B range. Many of these students play more than one sport, and most of them will earn scholarships for their skill on the field or their grades. We are happy to salute this very special group of young athletes.
And finally this month, North Clayton High School retired another jersey last month. The jersey worn by Kyle Love has been retired at North Clayton High School. Mr. Love was on hand for the ceremony. He graduated from North Clayton High School in 2004 and then played football for Mississippi State University. Mr. Love now plays for the New England Patriots, who made it all the way to the Super Bowl back in February. And that's going to take us out for this month.
Until next time, we'll see you at the game.